Hi, it's come to my attention that for those of us that have to use a district Chromebook, the district has changed its settings for Flash plugins. So to do the Big Dipper lab, I'm about to show you a workaround if you have to work on a district Chromebook. So you're going to go to the Chrome Web Store, and if you don't know how to get there, Google Chrome Web Store and it will come up. And we're going to search the web store for the Planetarium extension. And Planetarium is spelled Planetarium. And then we're going to add this extension to Chrome. And yes, add extension. And we can see that up here in the right-hand corner, we now have a new extension, and that's the Planetarium extension. So we're going to click on that, and it will bring up the planetarium. As you can see, we need to make some adjustments down here. So the first thing I'm going to do is adjust my location, and I'm going to ask it to detect my location, and hopefully it will move me to Kansas City. And then I'll say done. And then I need to fix my date and time. I know there's an easier way to do this, but I'm going to adjust it to right now. So I'm going to go back to June, and I think it's the 3rd, and it is 1:40 for me right now. So this is in 24 hours, so I got to move it to 1. Come on. There we go. 1 o'clock in the afternoon is 13, and then 40, because I'm 24 hours. So here we go. Great. So by default, it will have you looking south, and the Big Dipper lab is centered around the Big Dipper, which points at the North Star. So we need to change our viewing to looking to the north. So I'm going to click in the sky and then move my mouse around to make it move my view and stop it when it starts getting north to the north horizon. Great. Okay. What we're looking at here is actually the Little Dipper. Little Dipper is a little harder to find in the night sky. A lot of the stars aren't as bright as the stars in the Big Dipper. So here's your Big Dipper, and it's part of a larger constellation of Ursa Major, which is a bear. We'll get into constellations later, but this is your Big Dipper, and it looks like a spoon. And here's the ladle or the handle, and then here's the spoon part where the liquid goes. Maybe I have that opposite. This is the handle. This is the ladle. Yeah. So the ladle is the part that holds the liquid. Anyway, the point is that it points at the North Star. So these two stars here in the spoon part point at the North Star, which is Polaris. And in this lab, what you're going to have to do is, I think the first thing you have to do is you have to see how the Big Dipper rotates around the North Star. In fact, the whole sky does. So I think I ask you to move the time by the hour so that you can get to 12 hours later. So for me, 12 hours later, I'm going to use the time adjustments. I hover above the hour, and then my down arrow actually makes time move forward. So I'm going to click 12 times. Uh-oh. So that was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, okay, so 12 hours later, it's 1 in the morning. The sky is now dark. And there's my Big Dipper. Moving around the sky. There we go. So as you can see, it rotated 180 degrees from where it was just 12 hours before. And if I click the time hour by hour, this one, it looks a little nicer now. You can see that as the day goes by and it turns from day to night, the Big Dipper is just rotating around that North Star. And in fact, the whole sky is. So every 24 hours, it makes one full rotation approximately. and then every 12 hours it gets halfway around. So that's one thing you're supposed to figure out in this lab. Another thing you're supposed to do is check out the view every or half a year later, so 6 months later. So you keep the time the same this time, and then you adjust the months by 6 months to see where the Big Dipper is at the exact same time 6 months later. So I'm not going to do that part for you, but I'm going to show you. You would like to adjust the months. You click on the arrows around the months. Yeah. So you can use this planetarium extension as an alternate simulation instead of using the UNL Big Dipper simulation specifically, and you can get the lab done with this instead. So I hope that helps. In the meantime, I'm working with the district to have them adjust our district's Chromebooks flash settings, but you need something that works right now, so this is what we got. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.